Every time I get on one of these flights to rescue Zoe, I remember the summer we almost lost her. It was happened in the morning at this cottage we used to rent. We were all sleeping in the bed together. She was 3 years old, and it was just a wonderful time in our lives when we thought we had a future together, the three of us. But I woke up to the sound of Zoe's breathing, and it was labored. And I looked over, and she was sweating, and she was starting to swell. So I grabbed her in my arms. I ran into the kitchen, and I splashed water on her face. But she just kept swelling. I guess she'd been bitten by an insect. But there's no doctor. The nearest hospital was 40 miles away, and Clara took her in her arms and tried to breastfeed her while I dialed the hospital. I finally got a doctor on the phone. He sounded young, but cool. But there was, I don't know, there was a nervousness, and he was trying to project this confidence. I don't think he'd ever dealt with anything like this before, and he surmised that there was a nest of baby black widows in the mattress, and he thought they were babies because he said with Zoe's small size, otherwise she'd be dead by now. And he told me I had to rush her to the hospital because he was alone and there was no ambulance. And he said, now you listen. There's a good chance that you can make it in time. But the important thing is you got to keep her calm. And he asked if Zoe was more calm around one of us. And I said me, which is true, because Clara was just wild-eyed with fear at that point. And her fear was contagious. And I was just the better actor, that's all. I mean, Zoe, she loved us both equally then, just like she hates us both equally now. The doctor told me that I should hold her in my lap and have Clara do the driving. And he asked me to bring a small, sharp knife. Had to be clean. There was no time to sterilize it properly. And he explained how to do an emergency tracheotomy, how to cut into my daughter's throat and windpipe without killing her. He said there'd be a lot of blood. I said, I don't think I can do this. And he said, he listened to me. He said, if her throat closes up, you're going to have a minute and a half, maybe 2, before she stops breathing. But if you can keep her calm and just keep her little heart from beating too fast and spreading around the poison, you just might make it. It was just an unforgettable drive. I was divided into 2 people. On one side, I was daddy, holding my little daughter, singing her lullabies, and the other, I was a surgeon with this knife poised, ready to cut into his daughter's throat. And we drove, and I just sat there poised with the knife, waiting for the moment she stopped breathing. We made it to the hospital. I didn't have to do it, but I was prepared. I was ready to go all the way.